Oh, and welcome back to Until Then. Last episode we was in the piano club and we left it on a bit of a cliffhanger where Mark was insisting on showing Nicole something. So we're picking up on that. So let's just dive right in. Look at that. This is... You don't have to say anything. Just enjoy it. I'm sorry. About what? I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like being around you. I like the club. But when we said we'd help each other, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Maybe I just feel like we're not doing enough. Not saying enough, or not really hearing each other. Is that how you feel? Is that really how you feel? Am I doing anything wrong? No, nothing like that. I think we're doing all we can. Loss is hard. It really is. Mark? Yeah? Can I tell you something, boss? You know, when Jake left, there were so many things I wish I had said. Don't you feel the same? Yeah. My mum, I wish I had told her everything. But even now speaking the truth can be so difficult. Sometimes it's easier to just hide it, to ignore it. What do you mean? I just mean, I wish sincerity were easier. I wish, it were easier. Nicole, are you sure you're not thinking too much about this? Maybe I am. I'm sure it's part of it. We're doing all we can. I guess so, You don't have to worry so much. You really think so? Yes, you're fine. We're fine. Okay, you're right. As long as we keep doing this. Yeah. Together. In electric dreams. And scene. Okay, short and sweet. The next day. Oh man! One of these days I have to go home early. Okay. So it's not the next day, it's just late. What? Mark. Okay. So, you've been hanging around with Nicole a lot? Hanging out with Nicole a lot? I have, yes. Yes. We're auditioning for the piano club together. She really is playing again, huh? Good. Yeah. Tell me why she stopped. She tells you about my brother? Yo, what? Figured she wouldn't tell you about that. Is that Jake? I bet she didn't tell you a lot more. She had her reasons. I'm sure she had her reasons. Of course she did. Just not good reasons. What do you mean? She's not who you think she is. Huh? Look, I get it. It's fun at first. She's funny and it's nice. You get along, you laugh. She's good company. But there's one thing I learned about Nicole. Even if it doesn't seem like it. You'll always be stuck in the past. The past? When my mum and brother disappeared, I was devastated. I was just a kid. They didn't give any explanation. No message. One day they were just gone. Wait, your brother? Jake? Nicole's best friend? Yeah. I mean, I put two and two together, yeah. That's what she kept from you. She wouldn't. Two were practically glued at the hip. She might have even been more devastated than me. We stopped talking. It hurt too much. But then the ruling hit. You had to evacuate. But she told you that. Eh. Yes, it is hard. We lost our house. The house Jake and I grew up in. Can you imagine having to leave? So yes, we had to evacuate. And by some cruel twist of fate, I ended up at the same centre as Nicole. Why is that Nicole's fault? I don't understand why you're mad at Nicole for that. She said you grew close there. We did. We bonded. Over the same losses. Jake, our hometown, the memories we shared there. But she just wouldn't stop talking about him. Jake this, Jake that. Even started talking about heading back to that ruin of a town. To look for him or something. I told her I couldn't. I told her I wanted to move on. But she just couldn't do the same. And I was the villain for that? I mean, okay, so there's clearly a bigger picture here, but I feel like you are going about this the wrong way and you are making yourself look like a villain because of how you're behaving. Like, listen, there may be some like stuff going on that I'm not familiar with yet, maybe. But all I can say is the first moment I saw you in this scene, I immediately wanted to launch a chair at your face. And that's on you. Like, there's a way to behave, and this ain't it. Okay, so you aren't helping your case here at all. You know, like it's sad and it's tragic. It's the worst thing ever. But sympathy is so hard to give to somebody who's not. God, I don't really know how to word this, but they're not the kind of person you want to give sympathy, like go out of your way to give sympathy to. Like they're not the kind of person you want to go out of your way to lend an ear to. Like there's only so much you can do. Like the initial interaction between these two was very much like he was trying to be friendly and trying to be like, hey, welcome, being more welcome. And like it's the one moment in the game where I was like, you know what, Mark's done all right here. Mark's been friendly, he's been welcoming, he's not been too aggressive, he's not been too like in her face. He's just been like, hey, welcome to new school, will welcome you, if you need anything. And she's just like, screw you, essentially. And it's like, okay, so there's backstory and it's tragic and stuff, and she's clearly like, she's bottling up a lot of emotion and stuff, that's fine. But to have this such negative energy consistently carrying with her, not like sad negative, like aggressive negative energy, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I am not actively going out my way to root for her. I'm not actively going out of my way to like sympathise with her or anything, even though I do sympathise with her just because, yeah, the loss is tragic. It is one of the worst feelings in the world. But it is difficult to be on her side in any of this. Like, even if Nicole is the bad person she's portraying her out to be, or like she's not this person she seems to be, and she's a bad person, it's coming from her. So it's something that it's easy for me to take it with a pinch of salt, is essentially what I'm saying. Like, it's difficult for me to jump on her side and be like, Nicole, what the hell? But I don't know. Like, how is Mark going to take this? Is essentially what is the route after all this conversation is well and done? What is he going to do with this information? For wanting to move forward with my life, for not wanting to get hung up on the brother who left me. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, there's nothing wrong with trying to move on, but there's also nothing wrong with like holding on. Obviously, you will need to move on eventually, but people deal with loss in different ways. That's an important thing to remember. It's like not everybody deals with loss the same way. Some people will move on relatively quickly and will find things to, substitute that missing piece. They'll find things like hobbies or try and be around other people to try and distract themselves, whereas other people, in this case it would seem Nicole, would try and hold on and trying to grasp onto the thing that they've lost, and it will take them a bit longer to move on. Loss is different for everybody, and it does suck. And again, I do sympathise with her in that regard, but she's not making this easy for me at all. I told her not to. I told her it wasn't worth it, but she tried anyway. And I went after her. The ruins are closed for a reason, you know. It wasn't safe. It was scary and overwhelming. But she didn't care about any of that. I'm not your enemy, Mark, and yet you're listen. This isn't some enemy like behavior pretending to be an enemy, but is actually my friend. This is just someone with a terrible attitude towards me, and this is why it's so difficult to acknowledge that statement. You know, I'm not your enemy, Mark. I don't see her as an enemy. I just see her as like I just don't know. There's like an attitude about her which is just I dislike it. I don't like this attitude that she's got. I'm just warning you. She'll always choose the past over the future, over the present even. And when you're ready to move on, it'll be your fault. Defend or doubt. Defend or doubt. Press X to doubt. I mean, basically everything I just said, but you say it, Mark. I'm going to defend it. Is that really what she's like? She wouldn't. But that's why we're doing this. You sure? Didn't she hide this from you? How much more is she willing to hide? To lie about? Also, just, sorry, sidebar to this as well. Like, this isn't really any of his business. Just throwing that out there, it's not really any of his business what happened between these two, what happened between the past between these two, you know. He only met her like a bit ago, you know, and I know there's this whole thing of like, oh, he's learnt a song from her allegedly because his mum picked up that song, played it, and he learned that. And that's essentially all there is to it. Like, that's how they made this connection, despite all the red flags Mark had been throwing, in which it should never have been a thing. They have somehow managed to be a thing, but outside of that, like the history of like Jake and stuff, that's not really, you know. Okay, so she's confided in him, fine, but it's not really any of his business to press that, you know. It's not like he's going to be doing anything with that information outside of just being comforting and being an ear for her. It's just him, you know, listening to her. That's all it is. It's him listening to her. That's it. You know, anything else, it's not his business to pry. It's not his business to challenge it. Like this information, if he goes to her and basically says to Nicole, like, what the hell? Why are you lying to me? You lying SOB. What the hell are you doing? What's all that? Like, that would be so out of line. Even more than anything he's done so far. Like, that would be a big no. That is not, like, this is not okay. It's nothing to do with him. You know? Like, if she's mad at her for not moving on, fine. But I'm not on her side with this. At all. She isn't constantly changing her mind. Going back on her word. Listen, she's dealing with some stuff. Like, she's not dealing with it as, like, in a way you'd like her to deal with it. But, you know, everybody deals with it differently. And this negative attitude you're bringing, just seriously, where's a chair? All I'm saying is be careful. You have to want to move forward. And Nicole has made it pretty clear to me that she doesn't want to. So, I mean, listen, you've got two choices as a friend in that situation. And listen, I understand it's difficult if you've both lost someone and the relationship with that someone you've lost is different. You know, it's difficult. But do you just dismiss her and be like, you know what, fine, screw you. Like, if you want to live in the past, then we ain't talking anymore. Or do you be supportive? Like, you can do your thing, but you have an opportunity to try and help them, you know? But in your case, you're just basically saying, like, no, I'm moving on. I don't care. If she's living in the past, she's living in the past. I don't care about her anymore. And also, I understand that there may be more to this, and I may be completely wrong on all of this, and it'd be like, there's actually a bigger picture where she really is, you know, she is just like Kathy 2.0, like, in a ridiculously unlikely scenario. Like, that could be a thing. Maybe. Right, maybe I'm missing something there, but it does not play it that way. It doesn't suggest it that way. It just, everything about it said it's bad. Like, she's a bad egg. I can't even. Right, anyway, can I look at both of them because I'm interested in both? Hey, Louise told me we're meeting. She said she had some updates, Mark. I'm going. Yes, I'm going. Don't ignore her. Yeah, I'm going. Where? But, I mean, I assume we're meeting anyway, but... Oh, this is the bit with the annoying, stupid girls. We're like, oh, look at Mark and Louise. They're making out. And then just, like, I just throw spaghetti at him. Anyway, Kathy! Telling you. They'll take you seriously if you have a beret on. Beret? I'll look pretentious. Pretty sure it's beret. Man, hey. Oh, Mark. Didn't see you there. Yo. Smooth as he slid into her messages. Hey! Not practicing today. Not today, man. Got other plans. With Nicole? It's not like that. Uh-huh. I mean it. Whatever you say, bud. What about you guys? Anything new? And here's Borgia with a flawlessly executed change of topic. Well, I submitted a pitch to a local studio. You remember, Mark? They want me to come in for a studio interview. Hell yeah! The first step to superstardom. That sounds like a good sign. So, can we come? You want to come? Of course we do. Right, Mark? Your success is our success, man. That's really sweet, actually. Ew. Yuck. Gross. Anyway, nothing's set in stone just yet, but I have a good feeling about this. Of course you do. You were inspired by my stellar acting. Hey, I was there too. I'll text you guys the details later. I really should be heading home. It's getting late. Congratulations, man. Thanks, but I don't have it in the bag just yet. You got this, dude. I sure hope so. You two don't stay up too late, okay? Yeah. Catch you later, man. I mean it. Traffic's killer this time of year. You okay, Casanova? Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. Normally you can't stop talking about Nicole. Nicole this, Nicole that. Aha. That's not an answer, you know. Fine, we're fine. It's just... Oh, Mark, don't do this! What would you do if you heard something about someone? What if she's not who I think she is? What would you do if you heard something about someone? I mean, she's going to piece the fact that I'm talking about Nicole, because we're talking about Nicole, and that would... She would pick up on that. So I think, what if she's not who I think she is? Even though I don't think that's a good way to approach this. Whoa! Where did that come from? I just learned something. Something from her past. Why don't you just talk to her about it? Yeah. That's that easy? Why not? A lot of things would be a lot easier if you just talk. Kathy absolutely slapping the nail on the head right there. Just talk about it, you know? If it's clearly bothering you, why are you talking to Kathy about it? Talk to her about the thing that you want to find out. No? If you just talk. That's not to say don't talk to Kathy. Always talk to Kathy. Kathy's the best. But, what? You really think so? Hey, this isn't about me, is it? So only you can answer that, dude. Absolute legendary words of wisdom from Kathy. Surprisingly wise. You continue to underestimate your best friend, Mr. Borgia. Yes, he does. You heard Ridel. Don't miss your Jeep. Oh, hey, Press. Catherine. Oh, God. She's in trouble. Feeling hungry, huh? Not really. I'm here to see your friend Mark. Oh, yeah, I mean, she's still a little pissed at rightfully so. Pissed at them most, so. Catherine, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. She's both there. I'll see myself out now. Oh, Kathy, she's so good. Hey. Hey, Louise. Mark. So what's the news? I'm making progress. I've been thinking a lot about the things you told me. Can you tell me more about what you saw? At the fair? Yes. Oh, for God's sake. Just grab a chair. Seriously, like, no one's going to be bothered about this. These two are just annoying. Go on. I saw a truck on a cliffside highway. It was night. I think there was someone else there. I couldn't tell. The headlights were too bright. The cliffside highway? Looks like little Miss Perfect is turning over a new leaf. Mark, I swear to God, this is your redemption arc. Grab a chair and just absolutely destroy them with it. What would the family think? Out here with a boy? Maybe they'll actually be happy about it. You can just be a nerd forever. Don't listen to them. Oh, I didn't. Please, just go on, Mark. Oh, yeah. I felt like I had to do something. Like, there was something I had to run to, or... Who is she with? Even some rando? Or who is she with, even? Some rando? Isn't that the dude who's been hanging out with the new chick? Oh wow, the plot thickens. Think she knows she's a homewrecker? Hey, you sure you're okay? We can leave it. Taking it elsewhere? Somewhere more private, perhaps? More like afraid they'll get caught? How? Oh my days. How is... That doesn't even make sense. They're in like an obviously public place. Why would they be afraid they're gonna get caught if they were really doing something? God, you two are idiots. Anyway, are they troubling you that much? What? I meant, don't they bother you? I don't concern myself with such nonsense. That's the correct attitude to have, yeah? I still want to throw a chair at them though. I just thought... Never mind all that then. I have something to show you. Come with me. Okay. What have you got? Oh. Good. You're already here. We can begin. Hey, Mark. Yeah. Hey, Nicole. Wow. I asked her to come, since you said she's been experiencing the same abnormalities. That is true, correct? Yeah. The weird feelings? Like something's supposed to happen, but I see. There's also the mysterious disappearances to think about. Disappearances? Haven't you heard? One of our students went missing. Ryan Soriano, right? Varsity player? Yes, but apparently he's not the only one. I heard a similar incident happened at another school. It's all very concerning. You think it's connected? I hope not, but it's better to take all variables into account. Give me a second. Hey. Hey. What's happening? Hey. How's your piano practice been? Good. Been good. Yours? Yeah, it's getting there. That's good. Do you still need any help? Maybe later. There's just a lot going on. Tell me about it. I hadn't even heard about this. The disappearance? Yeah. Apparently he never made it to the fair. It's... scary. Yeah. There were no leads? No suspects? None that I know of. Wow. I hope he's okay. Mark? Yeah? Is everything okay? He's going to dismiss this. He's not going to talk to her about it. It's just going to be like, yep, everything's fine. Let's never talk about this again. And... I mean, it didn't say it, but... Of course, there's an option. Everything's fine. I'm not going to acknowledge that. The disappearances. With people going missing, it can't be, right? No, I mean... Yeah, it can't be. Oh, they're gonna until then me, aren't they? Alright. Don't I have something to show you to? Of course I get until then. God damn it, you two. This dish. This is, if proven, a multiverse where multiple universes coexist. Now, so this is our universe. It's there in our own bubble. Among other bubbles, other universes, like all alternative realities, you could say that. Now, these bubbles usually live in harmony until, for some unknown reason, they collide. The walls of the bubbles touch and fluctuations ripple on their surfaces. Perturbing? Sure. These universes in inexplicable ways. Is that what you're testing at the cafe? The laser thing? The double slit experiment. Yes, and I've been observing that sometimes it produces wrong results. And that should never happen. Never. Sorry, the double slit experiment? I'll explain. Just know that the outcome of the experiment is constant. The fact that I observed and have been observing otherwise is perplexing. Terrifying, even. So if that's because of the realities colliding, what's causing that? Like when you nudge the dish? Or like when you nudge the dish? I'm not really certain yet, but there's more than one possibility. Remember Mrs. Gole's last lesson? Redshift? That's one possibility. These bubbles might be expanding quicker than anyone thought, and in some theoretical models, it's possible they collide. What else could be causing it? It could also be new universes are being born, albeit faster than usual. And it gets denser, more packed, more prone to interaction. For all I know, and just to be clear, I'm standing on top of theories here. They have yet to be proven. Well, no shit. You're saying this is mostly speculation? No offense. The things I'm saying right now, yes. The things I've been observing firsthand, no. There might be some substance to it. Is there anything stopping us? Like, why can't we say what we're saying is right? It's untestable, Mark. You idiot! You stupid idiot! No one can prove the existence of a multiverse just yet. If there's one, however, might be or might not be the answer. So it is speculation. But it's not impossible, right? Clearly not. At least in theory. Louise? Was it raining the day Ryan disappeared? I don't believe so. Why do you ask? I don't know. I mean, I know. Maybe the rain has something to do with it. That's nonsense. Yeah, Mark, that's nonsense. Oh. I can't think of an explanation that can link that to his disappearance. Yeah, I mean, he's bringing that up because in the last timeline, it was theorized about the rain being an important part of the people going missing. I can't think of an explanation that would link that to his disappearance. That, and it wasn't even raining. Yeah, right. I remembered something else? Yeah, I must have remembered another day. You're right. But hey, if you end up being right, what can we do about it? Indeed. What can we do about it? Ah, there they are. Girl, look. Have they been caught? It looks like a tense conversation. Oh, I hope somebody gets slapped. Yes, me too. I hope somebody gets slapped as well. I hope somebody gets knocked out. I hope it's you. This is scandalous. I'm putting my money on the new girl. Kate said she's a rat. I'm going to give them a piece of... Do it! Never mind them, it's not important. I mean, I agree it's not important, but still do it. We have to focus. Yeah, you're right. Are you sure? It's important. Are you sure? Well, are you sure? she shouldn't go out there, or it's important? Yeah, okay. Just so we're on the same page. I can talk to them, or if it'll help you focus, be my guest. But I'm perfectly fine. I'm good. Let's leave them be. Now, back to the matter at hand. Oh, this is a cool scene. Alright, dude. Breathe. I am breathing. I'd be dead otherwise. You know what I mean. Just relax. I believe that is impossible right now. Our test shots will amaze them. You worked really hard. You worked really hard. There's nothing to worry about. I don't know. It's still a little unrefined. That's cool. These people can help you refine it, right? Yes, sir. Mr. Gonzalez? Yes. You may now enter the conference room. Cool. Thanks. Got this. Okay. Yeah, you got this. You can do it. You're our Ridel. You're our Ridel. Thanks, guys. Here goes everything. Wow. Ridel. Didn't even make fun of that. I just really hope he gets this. There's no way he won't. He's got this in the bag. He's been working pretty hard. That's our Ridel. That's our Ridel. Ridel? Besides, he had our help too. I'm sure it's going to go well. Yeah, you're probably right. He's going to be walking the red carpet in no time. And we'll be there with him. Man, I hope they get my good side. Futile effort. You think you're funny, huh? What about you? You've been working pretty hard yourself. Oh, the piano club? Duh. It's going... Mm-hmm. Is this about Nicole? What about Nicole? Oh, shut up, smartass. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that as well, to be fair. Have you talked to her yet? How the hell, no? No, you shut up, you haven't. You haven't said anything to her that was relevant to the thing you're thinking. I don't know, Kath. It's complicated. You're just making it more complicated than it's necessary. There's so much going on. Well, that is true. I hear they still haven't found Ryan. Jeez. I know. I was really hoping he just skipped out or something. What if there's more to it than that? What do you mean? I don't even know. Everything is messed up. Hey, that's not true. That's still alright, right? I guess so. You got any good news to share? No, not really. You know me. Same old, same old. You say that every time. Well, it's the truth. Hey, there's our riddle. There's our riddle. How'd it go, man? Oh. Come on, man. I know that prank too well. We're waiting for that smile. I'm sure you got it. He did not get it. Okay, well, so that happened. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it there, I think. We'll pick up on that next time, because I don't want to go too far past my runtime. Yeah, okay. So that was unfortunate. I'm curious on the reasoning. I'm curious on what he's gonna what he's going to say, because he didn't seem too. I don't know. It wasn't so much sad. It was anger, but it was almost anger towards Kathy there a little bit. So I don't know. That's interesting. The whole Kate thing was particularly interesting, and just the whole situation being dismissive of Nicole. Yeah, man, Mark just needs to talk to Nicole clearly, because it's clearly bottling up. But again, I have to sort of double down on what I was saying before, where it's not really like the whole Nicole's past thing. It's not really any of his business. It's not. He's not entitled to know. It's just Kate dismissing Nicole because she's handling loss differently is a big bummer. But yeah, we're picking up on stuff. It's going places, and things are starting to piece together a little bit. The multiple timeline thing, for sure. But I'm still a little in the dark about what is completely going on, the bigger picture. But we'll pick up on that at some point. So until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye!